Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I have another video for you for Paperhouse Productions using the beautiful Paradise Found Cruise Paper Crafting Kit. Here's the layout I created using this beautiful kit. So this collection, actually they have several versions of it. They have a beach one, they have this cruise one, they have a Florida one as well, which is great for me because I'm in Florida. So they have several different versions of it, and this is the cruise version. I am scrapbooking a picture of me and my boys. This was on our very first cruise. We went on the Disney cruise, and this is on the Disney island. It's called Castaway Cay, and we were just hanging out on a hammock, so just relaxing. So this collection is perfect for this. This collection is very tropical, very fun. The colors are very vibrant and pretty. So I was excited to scrap this picture using this collection. So the first thing that caught my eye was that blue card with the oval in the center. So I love that blue color. It's this beautiful shade of blue, and I decided to cut out the center, so the whole oval area, and place it over my photo, and it was perfect because there isn't really much going on around my photo. It's just sand in the background and then the hammock which we're laying on. So there isn't really much going on, so it doesn't really matter that I cover up the corners of the photo. And it was perfect. I love the addition of that blue color. So I'm going through the papers trying to see what I want to use as my background. I am going to decide to go with that paper, which kind of looks like sand, and it has some really faint script on it. So I really love that paper. And then I knew for sure I wanted to use this acetate sheet. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's gold foiled, and it has sea stars and seashells on it. So it is so pretty. So I cut out a bunch of these sea stars, and I'm going to use them on my layout. They're so pretty. I made sure to only cut on one half of the sheet so that I could use the other sheet, or the other half, on something else because it's so pretty. So I debated whether I wanted to maybe try to use this sheet of paper with the side of the cruise ship, and it's really pretty because the little windows in the cruise ship are all different colors, so it's really cute. So I thought about maybe using that, but I didn't go with it for this one just because in my photo there's the whole background is sand. I thought it was a nice match to use the sand paper. So I took this other card here, which I cut apart from one of the cut apart sheets, and I just cut it into two so I could have it peeking out from either side of my photo. I did use that sticker that says C'est la vie, and I cut that in half, added one half to the top of my page, one half to the bottom. I'm gonna use the flamingos. Flamingos are fun. I used to have a hard time working with flamingos. They're just such random creatures, but they are so fun, and I've gotten used to kind of playing with them, and I really like to kind of lay them like this around my photo or around my clusters. I think they look really cool. They're just so elegant, and they're pink, so why not, right? So I thought about using the palm trees. The one on the left I actually cut out from one of the 4x6 cards, or cut aparts, and I don't end up using it. I did try to use the palm trees a couple times because I really like the palm trees, especially the ones from the 3D sticker packs. They have glitter on them, and they're dimensional, and they're really pretty, but I don't end up using them. I just didn't want any green really in this layout. I wanted to focus on the pinks and the blues because it's a really pretty blue, or there's really pretty shades of blue and really pretty shades of pink. So I wanted to focus on those and make those my main elements. So in the back I used another sheet of paper, one that has sort of an ombre, or not a sheet of paper, I'm sorry, a cut apart which had an ombre sort of look to it, and I used that as another layer, and then the last layer behind the whole cluster there of papers and stickers and things is going to be that sheet which has little tiny beach umbrellas on it. So I'm going to use that, and there I go with the palm tree again. And I even thought about maybe adding some of these leaves from the sticker sheet, but I don't end up using them. They just it's not that they didn't work, I just, like I said, I didn't want to add any green to this. I really wanted to keep it in the blues and in the pinks. So thought about maybe using this as my title, the Good Times and Tan Lines, but I don't end up using that. So I'm gonna start scattering around my little sea stars. which are so pretty. And then I'm gonna see if I want to use any of the puffy stickers. These puffy stickers are so fun. I add the other little flamingo there, but I'm gonna end up taking it off. It was just gonna be too much, too many flamingos. So the puffy stickers, the texture of them is so different and it is so cool. I can't even describe it. You just have to touch it. It's just one of those textures that you just want to touch because it's so cool. So I'm trying to see what I want to use there on the bottom right hand side. I audition a few cards and a few pieces until I get to the one that I want. So I thought about maybe using this cruise one because we are on a cruise, but I didn't like that one, so I ended up using this one. This is a card and it's a quote that I love. It says, "Time wasted at the beach is time well spent." So I used that and I just trimmed it down a little bit to make it a little bit smaller. And that's going to be my title, and that's going to be the bottom right hand cluster as well. So it's going to just lay right there. And then I'm going to take a few strips from that card that I cut up, which I layered behind the photo, and I'm going to add that to this to the sides of this card as well, so that it could kind of match or mimic the colors on the top. And then one of the strips, the one on the right, was a little bit too thin, so I went ahead and just added some washi tape behind the card, and then I just stuck this to the washi tape, and that worked out nicely. So kind of coordinates the top cluster and then the bottom cluster coordinate because of that. And I'm going to add some foam behind that card as well. So I'm going to mess around here with some of these layered stickers. They're called 3D stickers, and Paperhouse has a ton of these, and I'm going to go ahead and use a few of those. Now you're going to see that in just a second. I did add one to the top there, right underneath my photo on the left hand side. I did add one there. That one I'm actually going to end up moving to the bottom to that time wasted card. I'm going to end up moving that. And then the one that I placed there at the bottom that says island hopping, I'm going to use that at the top. And I'm also going to use a pink one that says paradise on the top there. So I thought about using this. I thought maybe I could use those words and pop them up and use that as my title, but in the end I just go back to the card because I really liked the card and how it looked. So I also decided I wanted to do something else to bring in some more of this fun color scheme. So I'm going to trace these sea stars just on regular white cardstock. So I'm going to trace them, and I'm just going to trace a few different sizes because on the acetate sheet there's a few different sizes. I believe there's 3 different sizes of these stars. So I'm going to trace a few of them, and then I'm going to color them. And I'm going to just choose a few of my Shimmers paints here. These are the original Shimmers paints, and I'm going to use a few colors here that coordinate. And these colors of the original Shimmers paints, they are so vibrant and they're so shimmery, and they just have this really cool, very smooth, slick texture to them. I don't know, I can't describe them, but they're really, really cool. So I'm going to color these, and then I'm going to cut them out. So that's what I did. I took a white Jelly Roll pen and I just added a little bit of detail in the center. So really they're more like flowers. They're not really sea stars. They're more like flowers. So I added those as well. But they go with the whole tropical theme. And of course the colors coordinate. So that works. So yeah, so I'm just moving around a few things here. In the end, I'm going to move around a few of the stars. Just scatter them around, just kind of to get the color a little bit better distributed, or just move things around a little bit. And these 3 little epoxy dimensional stickers I'm going to take off. And I'm actually going to add a few word stickers from the sticker sheet. So you'll see that in the close-ups at the end. I did add some splatters with the same Shimmers paint, and I did put one of the acetate sea stars on top of that flamingo. So I'm going to move that right side flamingo to the bottom cluster there. And I did add a couple more puffy stickers, a cruise ship, and little glasses. And that is it. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, please let me know. Make sure you check out Paperhouse Productions. I will have a link to them below. I will also have a link to my blog post in case you want to know any of the products I used today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!